present the 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News.
Hi, and welcome to a wild and wacky night here. It's Mid-County Madness 2021, and we're going to go ahead and be honest with you. There's been a lot of wild and crazy things happening, not only in the stands, on the field, and with the Verizon network tonight, because we have been struggling out here, but we're going to do our best to bring you all the great highlights, including our game of the week. It's P&G Nederland. It's Mid-County Madness. And here we go. 13,000 strong on hand for this one between P&G and Nederland. Pick things up here. First half, Cole Crippen's going to find Chance Prospery, and he's going to be inside the 5-yard line. That sets up the Indians knocking on the door out of the Wildcat. It's Kobe Trahan. He's in there. Tribe goes up 7-0 at this point. But here come the Big Ned Bulldogs. Luke Broussard keeping it himself. He will take it in for the score. That's the equalizer. We are all tied at 7. And yeah, it was getting nuts in the student sections tonight. Indians firing right back at them. Crippen to Landon Ganeri. He's going to quiet down the Nederland students. And then he's going to have a little LeBron James with the baby powder on the other end. Indians go up at this point 14-7. Then this is a turning point. First half, Indians were moving and looking, going to take a 2-score lead. Instead, fumble, going the other way. Kendon Fusilier, this guy was a beast all night long. Scoop and score. Crippen would be okay, but that would tie the game up at 14. Indians would respond. They come right back. It's Crippen to Prospery. 21-14, Indians led at the half, but as we go to the final, Nederland outscores P&G 24-7 in the second half to beat the Indians 38-28. The Indian win streak is over. Nederland stays undefeated.
Unbelievable game. I mean, like you said, there's so much was happening tonight, but we go on to the next one.
Port Arthur Memorial taking on LaPorte.
Yeah, I was out there for this one, and I mean, it's tough to keep up with the camera for some of the speed that the Titans play with. This is going to be a short video. It was an absolute blowout out there, Ashley, though. 35-0 at the half. Jamar Sanders was having a great night. He was handing the ball off to Adrian Hayward, who also was having some fun. And John Mayon, he also got in on a score. That connection with Blanchette, Sanders to Blanchette, that was also active tonight. There you're getting to see a crazy kickoff that resulted in a recovered fumble. But again, Titans rolling to this point. So much skill on this team. Such a threat as they make their turn towards the postseason. And again, it's all led by Jamar Sanders and what he's able to do from under center.
Yeah, those Titans looking like a real legit contender in that district. They roll over the LaPorte Bulldogs 34-0. Titan tempo definitely brought it tonight and got into the win column. Meanwhile, last night in 9-5A Division II, Beaumont United traveled over to Baytown Stallworth Stadium to take on the Sterling Rangers. Beaumont United winless at this point. That's kind of a shocker because they were expected to contend for a district title. Pick things up here. And yeah, that's the guy who's been filling in at quarterback. He was at running back last night. Nice little run there. Then over the middle, screen pass, and that's what Beaumont United likes to do. Those little dump screens over the middle for a big first down, but that drive would stall as Coach Marcus Graham looks on. Second quarter, we're still scoreless. Deep ball over the top in your living room. Look at this. Great grab, and he's going to smile for the camera folks in a salute. 7-0 Beaumont United at this point. But Sterling, they just couldn't get anything going, at least in the first half. Tackle for a loss. Then on the special teams, look at this. This has a chance to be the hit of the week. Right there. Boom! Shakalaka. Sterling keeps the ball, but United, they would lose this one. They'd give up 2 second-half touchdowns to remain winless. Baytown Sterling takes it 14-7.
Crazy game there, and yeah, just a tough year for the Timberwolves.
How about Hampshire Frenette, West Orange Stark?
Yeah, we roll on to Hampshire Frenette and West Orange Stark. Jason Ziegler, the quarterback, had a great game for the Mustangs. They're fired up, coming out, and it's going to be them on offense. Here's Ziegler with it. The agility, the moves, quick tackle, but able to pick up a huge first down there for the Mustangs. Then it would be Ziegler again. He's trying to pass this time. He evades some pressure in the pocket. Goes for the jump pass. It's going to be interrupted. A great play there by Caleb Villarreal for the Hampshire Fernet. Able to get the stop there, so no score. But it's going to be really all Ziegler in these highlights. This time he's going for Jalen Brown, rolling out on the play action, making a defender miss, and going downfield with it, connecting with Brown. Nice play there for Ziegler. Able to move the chains again, and here it is one more time if you haven't heard it enough. Ziegler, Ziegler, Ziegler. He's getting the ball this time on a run. He's going right up the middle with it. He's got a lane to run for, and he's going to get across the goal line for a score. And if you haven't had enough of them, how about one more play? Maybe two more plays. It's the Ziegler show. This is another short run, getting it to the goal line. Didn't get in with that one. Referees will mark him just short, but if you don't succeed, try again. He gets another handoff. He goes right up the middle, and he's able to punch it in. It was 14-0 at the half. Mustangs, really, really good season there, putting together 24-8 over the long run.
And I've been told that it has gone final. That score is final now. West Orange Stark has defeated Hampshire Fernet 24-8. Mustangs starting out district with a win, but hats off to the Longhorns. They kept that one closer than many expected. You know, you're taking on the fourth-ranked team in the state on their field. That was not easy, and they held their own. How about SILSBEE in Orangefield? Another big showdown in that district. Bobcats trying to protect that home field. They had a nip-and-tuck game with the Tigers last year. Could they do it again this time around? Pick things up. Opening half. Mason Brisbane's going to find Draylon Miller, who's got a nice pickup there for a first down. He is inside the 40-yard line. Then the handoff's going to go to Marquise Todd, and Todd's going to do the rest. Look at that man. Go to the corner, and he's going to the house.
Turbo.
Touchdown, Tigers, as they take the lead. Orangefield, though, they have a running game of themselves. You know, it's the slot team mafia. Hunter Ashworth, toss play goes out to him, and he is in there for the score for the Bobcats. SILSBEE, they would fire right back. They knew they needed to get this a high-scoring affair. They love those high-scoring games. Yep. Mason Brisbane's going to find Radrian Baltrup, and he's got himself a first down. Cameron Dishler with a big hit. That was our 409 Sports Star Athlete of the Week. Then here comes Orangefield. Gavin Perry with a nice run deep into Tiger territory. From there, it's Dishler, our 409 Sports Athlete of the Week. He takes it in for the score. As we go to the final, this one was going back and forth throughout the night. Orangefield, they have pulled off the upset over SILSBEE, 16-14. Congratulations to Coach Smalley and the guys there. Big time win. And how about Hardin Jefferson still struggling at this point, and they fall to Liberty 49-0.
Wow, congratulations to the Bobcats. That's a massive win. Some
massive
other scores. East Chambers, 47-10. We know what that offense can do. They do it again tonight. Tarkington and Anahuac, 66-10. I think a lot of people had Anahuac in that one.
Yeah, Coach Greg Neese, he's got those boys rolling over there.
Proved their dominance in that one for sure.
Also, Woodville, they take care of Buna. A nice district win for the Eagles. They could be up for the game of the week next week as they take on Kirbyville. Eagles taking care of the Cougars 44-12. Congratulations to Woodville. So we're about to take our first time out, and we want to be completely transparent right now. Tonight, the Verizon signal down here in Mid-County.
It's too many people in the stadium, Ash.
There's not even people now,
yeah,
but the signal
anymore.
is not working. It is completely wiped out, which means we have no access to our rundowns. I have a picture on my phone I'm keeping up with right now, and unfortunately, a lot of our videos that we've been trying to send haven't been able to go back, including our 409 Sports Band of the Week. It's the Golden Pride of the Golden Triangle Nederland. They won it. Over 28,000 votes. They had 51% of the vote. Fortunately, we can't show it to you because we couldn't send the video back. Don't worry, parents. I have the video. I'm going to be posting it to our YouTube channels and also on our website, so you'll be able to watch it there. So right now, we're going to take our first timeouts. We're going to take a deep breath.
Regain.
And get going in the second quarter with the 409 Sports Blitz. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz, where the Nederland Bulldogs, they have won the Bum Phillips Bowl Trophy and Mid-County Madness, taking care of business over the Indians, 38-28. They were down 21-7 at the half, completely changed things up in the second half. And you know, there's a guy I know that probably had a pretty good game plan at halftime. He's going to join us right now. This is Monty Barrow. We were going to talk to you later, but I figure you probably have things to do, like go celebrate.
Well, yeah, I'm ready to go to bed. 2 weeks of this. Oh, Lordy.
Coach, that first half, you know, it almost looked like a point where P&G was going to blow it open. The big turnover, the scoop and score, how huge was that?
Oh, it was big momentum change. Just like you say, going into halftime and the score being as it was. And, you know, we went inside and challenged, you know, really up front, offensive and defensive lines to win first down. I think that was the biggest thing of the game, was they were getting, you know, 6-7 yards on first down, and it just opened up their entire playbook. So we really concentrated on winning first down defensively. I think we did that quite a few times in the second half, and it made a difference in the rest of the game.
Okay.
I mean, you've had a well-rounded ball club this year. Offense has been good, but I think defense was huge tonight, especially in the second half. What was the key, I guess, what was the change going into the second half that helped you guys win?
Well, you know, that's the thing about it. I don't know if it was so much what we designed as a change. It was just the mentality of the kids, not trying to do too much. I think a lot of times in a rivalry game, you come in and you think, I need to go make this play and get out of what you're supposed to do within the 11-man unit, and if it ain't 11 guys working together, it doesn't work. So I thought we did a much better job of that chain, you know, rope moving with everybody doing their job.
And, you know, I don't want to be Debbie Downer, because this is a great win for you. Congratulations. It's huge, you know, for the program. But it's weird, in the last few years, it seems like the team that has won this game hasn't ended the season, you know, continually to go up. It's such an emotional game. Last year, you get beat at the end and went undefeated through the rest of the district and made a nice playoff run. Do you think?
That's my cue to leave. I'm joking. No, I mean, you know, we talk about that with this team, just that team last year, and what this game meant to, what it meant to them going into it, not unlike what it meant to these guys tonight. But win it or lose it, there's a season left, especially with this game being played early in district right now. So, you know, I know Coach Faircloth and his staff will have those guys ready back, and who knows, you know, they make that same run. I hope we make that run with this win. You know, that's why I said it was great making that run, even though we lost this game, but it would have been even more sweet if we'd have made that run with this win. So, you know, we'll see what happens one at a time.
And with that, don't tell my son to steal my French fries again when we're out at the restaurant, and we'll be okay.
Well, teach him to share.
I appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Also, you know, we had another big game going on over there, BISD Memorial Stadium. North Shore in town taking on Westbrook, and anytime the Mustangs are in town, it's exciting. You know, it's a top 10 program, won 2 of the last 3 state championships, and that's Westbrook, though, with the ball. And we got ourselves a tussle at the goal line. Is it a turnover? Is it a touchdown? It's hard to tell. North Shore there with the ball now going the other way, and they've got 4 5-star athletes all over the place, and having some tough times there against the Westbrook defense. And the Brook came to play tonight. Bryce Anderson, he was still out tonight, I believe. They were saying he were going to rest him, and that offense struggling here at this point against North Shore. And everybody struggles against the North Shore defense. Eastside brings it every single night, and you can't turn your back on them. Touchdown, Mustangs. This team has not lost to Westbrook, I believe, since 2009 or something like that. It was like a 9-game winning streak coming into this one. Bruins now with the ball. Oh, a lot of trouble throwing this one over the top. End zone. And is that a touchdown? It looked, yeah.
Wow.
Touchdown there. I'm telling you, we're having.
Threading the needle.
We are having some signal issues tonight, so we're trying to see our highlights. Nice first down there for the quarterback from Westbrook. And let's go ahead and take a look at the final from BISD at Memorial Stadium. North Shore, I'm telling you, they are tough every single year, even when they're quote-unquote down, because they've lost a game this year. They lost to Westfield, you know, such a down year. They lose. They take this one over Westbrook 44-7. And, you know, the Bruins, you know they're going to be back. They're taking on a school that literally has over 4,000 students.
Yeah.
It's a school you're not going to be going in the same bracket with. I think the biggest flaw, and this is not taking anything from North Shore, and I'm not trying to, you know, kiss up to Westbrook. 6A football is flawed because you have schools with just over 2,000 people playing against schools with 4,000 to 6,000 people, and that's crazy. But you know who was there tonight for all the action? Letitia. She was at BISD Memorial Stadium, and She's got the post-game wrap-up of the North Shore Westbrook game.
Hey, Ashley, you absolutely said it. Defense, defense, defense. That was huge tonight. And I will say, last year they did win 55. I believe it was 55-14. This year, like you said, 44-7. But I will say, again, it's tough when you go up against a school like this. This is one of the toughest districts, you know what I mean? So here we go. First half, I will say Westbrook did keep it really close. I came in and I was like, okay, wow, this looks really good. But then in the second half, the momentum definitely shifted in North Shore's favor. And think about it, North Shore does have a new quarterback this year in Wendell Mitchell Jr., and he played a really solid game today. But again, what it came down to was defense, and you know what they say, defense wins championships. I mean, they just stuffed Westbrook at the line, and their quarterback, Jalen Briscoe, got sacked several times in the night. So when you talk about it, I will say that was the difference maker tonight, right? So they have 5 returning starters on defense over there at North Shore, and it just definitely experience every time is going to win. Now, Westbrook does have their injured quarterback, Bryce Anderson, out. Again, Jalen Briscoe in for him. Now, Jalen did everything he could, but when you talk about just such a tough team, there was really no combat for them on that one. So, Ashley, Cam, again, I will say this game literally just got away from Westbrook, something that they would have wanted to get back, and played just as well in the second half as they did the first half. But unfortunately, just that powerful, offense from North Shore is really what just overpowered the game tonight. So there you have it.
All right, Letitia, we really appreciate you going out there doing a great job. You got to understand, when we see our reporters out in the field, though, they're not just standing around watching the game. They're shooting the games, too. So great job, Letitia. We appreciate all your hard work. Now, moving on, we had some other big games going on tonight.
Some other massive games. This time, we're going to go to Newton and KOUNTZE. We were there for the game of the week last week. And Newton, they have been a team to reckon with. D'Anthony Gatson has to be that headliner. Here we go on the first play, though. This one's Jaden Hunter. He's turning on the Jets, getting to the end zone for a big score there, getting the Eagles off to a hot start. And the Lions were going to be in for a tough one this time around. We go on to the next play. It's actually a punt. It's going to be Robert Perez making a big play here for Newton. And you got to be ready to catch these punts. It gets muffed, loose ball. Anybody could grab it. It is Perez, like I say, coming up with it. Massive for the Lions to get that extra possession. Not necessarily capitalizing on it, however, and then we go over to Newton's side of the ball. This is the guy I'm talking about, D'Anthony Gatson, just decommitted. But, you can only imagine where he might go. He's got to have offers lining up.
He just got another offer from Mizzou this week. He decommitted, coaching change at USC. I don't blame him. Hey, you usually commit to the coach. So
Exactly. And, another offer coming right in, well-deserved. Now it's the quarterback's turn. Malik Woods, good-looking run here. Thinking about throwing it. Instead, he's going to tuck it and run. And he's got the afterburners to get to the sideline. Goes untouched. Nice play there for Woods to pick up some gain. And then it's going to be the running back again. This time it's Jaden Hunter. Says, yeah, Gatson's good, but don't forget about me. Right up the middle. Big alley to run through. And he's in for his second score of the half there. Kind of what you'd expect. The Eagles ran all over the Lions. 44-3 was the final there, Ash. They are looking pretty good as well.
How about that big win there by the Warren Warriors? So that's a team to look for in the playoffs this year. Yes, I said playoffs and Warren in the same sentence. I think the Warriors have what it takes. Big win on the road in the College Station here to take care of Anderson Shiro, 21-12. How about a defensive battle? Yes, we're talking about Jasper and Viter. The Pirates trying to stay undefeated. Nice, good sportsmanship, shaking some hands there. Looks like the quarterback's in trouble. Viter defenders, but he then fires it off for the right side for a nice complete pass. Not long after, though, Jasper would fumble. And the ball is going to be, that's after the first down. Sorry, getting a little ahead of myself. There's that fumble going the other way. Viter all over that one, and they have recovered inside Bulldog territory, seriously deep in Bulldog territory. But here comes Jasper setting up the pass play, but it's going to be tipped and picked, going the other way. Nice INT for the Pirates, and I'm telling you, they're undefeated. Keep an eye on them. Viter would have another shot at the end zone sweep coming up here. To the left side, he's got himself a chance. Could Vider get in? Could they finally punch it in? The answer at that point was at least no. And let's go to the final. I'm telling you, this was a defensive battle is what I told her.
Grueler.
And how about this? Vider defeats Jasper 8-7. The Pirates are undefeated at this point of the season.
Yeah, that hurts for my picks right there. I was rolling with the Bulldogs. That one's tough.
It's okay. I had faith in Coach Matthews and those Pirates.
So now we go to KINKAID and LCM.
KINKAID, #2 team in private school, by the way.
This is set to be a great matchup. And it's homecoming at LCM, a big night for the seniors. How about the first play? Running back to Marion Morris. Big run for 20 yards, the stutter step. Able to pick up a big chunk there. And then it's Ashton Landry's turn. He's going to hang on to this one to pick up another first down. Keep moving the sticks there for the BATTLIN Bears. Now it's Demarion Davis. He's pushing it in for the score. LCM 7-0 at this point. And again, quarterback Ashton Landry, he's all over the highlights. He's going to hang on to the ball again for a score on this play. Rolling out, looking for his options, nothing doing. He's just going to take it himself. Picks up another solid chunk of yards there. Again, it's the Ashton Landry show in this one. Taking it to the outside, diving in for the score. Massive play. The BATTLIN Bears are rolling right now on KINKAID, looking pretty good. Landry would have 3 touchdowns.
Making it
that's
a solid day.
Absolutely getting his licks in there. He is going to the opposite side of the field, to the left pylon, reaching it across for the score. A little replay, a little slow-mo, why not?
So nice you want to see it twice.
Absolutely. And yeah, Ashton Landry just putting on a clinic out there for the BATTLIN Bears. We go to the final. Like you mentioned, KINKAID, a good-looking squad, but LCM.
Look at that.
Putting the beat down on him, 49-20.
And Coach Peavy, I'm so sorry in my picks. I really was thinking about going with you. I have faith in your Bears. I think you're doing a great job over there. But at the last second, I said KINKAID. You know, I just went with them and just didn't go right for me. How about last night? Overton traveled to Coleman Hill for a little district ball game. Coleman Hill Bulldogs, they are undefeated. Looking to get things going against those Mustangs. Bulldogs here with the ball. Some confusion, but Reed Best is going to take advantage. Deep ball. Caden Butler, he's going to lean across the end zone. That would be ruled a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Coleman Hill now going for 2. Best said it's best for me to just keep this. I'm going to go in there for 2. It's 8-0 Bulldogs. Mustangs now with the ball trying to get something going. Screen attempt at William Mitchell. No soup for you. Knocks that ball loose. That is a slobber knocker if I've ever seen one. Here comes Coleman Hill again, though. Still in front, looking for more. Jeremy Shamblin around that edge. He's in the end zone for the score. 2-point conversion would be good. 16-0 Bulldogs. But check out this. Best with a screen pass to Treston Horton. And he's going to hit the spin button. Look, watch this. Spin cycle, circle. Spin move. Hit that circle again. Oh. He's in there for the score. Coleman Hill. They roll over Overton 32-0. They are 4-0 for the first time since 2013.
Roll Dogs.
How about some other scores? Do we have any other scores from tonight we can take a look at? Yes. Lumberton takes down the Exporters of Brazosport. The final there was 24-21. And also, yes, the Grapeland Sandies. They defeated Burkeville last night 58-22. 22, that is.
A couple other scores to take a look at. Kip Sunnyside fell to hold Daysetta 54-27 there in that one.
And that score's backwards. I was told Evadale won that game. Evadale defeated Acadiana Christian is what I was saying here just a moment ago, 32-10. So sometimes that happens, you know. Chester, they fall at Union Hill. Gilmer team, they are really good up there, 56-6. Kelly, yikes.
What happened there?
Cypress Christian is a really good ball club. That's what happened there. And the Dogs ran into a little bit of buzzsaw, 48-3. So I'm telling you guys, when I'm telling you it's been a crazy night, and you're like, why does this guy keep looking at his phone?
For so many reasons.
Because there's literally what we're looking at is our rundown right here. My computer just started working. So it's been exciting. We've made it through the first couple of quarters of the Blitz. Once again, if you're just joining us, Mid-County Madness, another classic. P&G led this one 21-14 at the half, only to see Nederland come back to win it 38-24.
Yeah, it was my first Mid-County Madness, and it's not even like a high school football game. It feels like you're at a college arena. I mean, you mentioned we couldn't get to see the band, but I can tell you from standing next to it, it was jumping all night long. The students were having a good time. Everybody was having fun.
And this is for the band parents, if you're watching at home, we missed the first time showing the band. Now that Verizon is working again,
We should be able
7 minutes away from the band video to be back. So hopefully, by the end of the show, we can see the golden pride of the Golden
Huge
Triangle.
second half. They had us in the first half, but we're going to have them in
Huge
the second
half. We're keeping our fingers crossed to the Verizon gods. Come on, please work. But anyway, that's the end of the second quarter of the Blitz, if you will. We'll have more coming up later on the 409 Sports Blitz. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz, where I feel like everybody's taking a big, deep breath now. The 98th edition of Mid-County Madness is in the books, and it was another great one.
Just an unbelievable. I mean, we were here early. It's like you just feel it in the air, like I'm saying. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced in terms of high school football. And it was a great game. Not only the fact that the atmosphere, but the game itself was really, really good.
To give you a little background,
Yeah.
we played in a charity golf tournament at 7:30 this morning. We were
day.
out there around 6:30. It energized us. It brought me back because I was about ready to tap out, but Mid-County Madness does special things.
You can't tap out. Yeah,
That's right.
It's MCM.
It was our 409 Sports Blitz game of the week. And these are the first half highlights because, as I said, we had some technical issues second half. So, Dog fans, we don't hate you. I promise you. We just got what we could. First half here, Cole Crippen's going to find Chance Prosperi, and he is knocking on the door inside the 5-yard line, and the Indians came out swinging. They're going to come out of the Wildcat. Colby Trahan takes it in for the score, and it is 7-0 PNG. But Luke Broussard and the Dogs would come right back. It's a keeper. He reads that perfectly, and he takes it into the end zone for the equalizer. And just look at that student section on the other side. Unbelievable.
Chills.
Both sides tonight. Then Crippen. He's going to find Landon Gennari over the middle, and he's going to silence the Bulldog crowd. And then take a look at the Indian student section behind him. He's got the LeBron James working there, throwing up the powder. But here comes the big turning point of the first half. Indians look like they're going to take a 2-score lead. Instead, Crippen, the ball comes loose. It is called a fumble, and that is Kendon Fusilier, probably the best player on the field tonight, bar none. He is in the house. Crippen would be okay. Dogs, they tied up 14-14 at that point, but Crippen in that Indian offense would respond. They find Chance Prosperi for a score.
Strike.
It's 21-14 at the half, but as we mentioned earlier, the Bulldogs, they roar back in this one, outscoring the Indians 24-7. The biggest thing in this one was multiple turnovers for the Indians there in the second half. You had that first half fumble. We saw a couple of interceptions there in the second half, and it completely changed this ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, momentum plays for sure. The Indians were kind of trying to dig their way out of a hole in the second half there, and that led to some mistakes that Nederland was able to capitalize on. A couple big plays. I had written down a name, Slade.
Yes.
Slade Stoker. He made a big play, too. I know
big
that
play
for
for
sure.
the Bulldogs. and this is what I said tonight. I picked P&G if it was a low-scoring game. I had them winning at 21-17. I said, if it gets into a shootout, though, you know, Crippen and that offense is starting to come together, but they're not quite there 100%.
Yep.
Turnovers will hurt you, and then you're going to have to put up a lot of points. Bulldogs did this exact same thing against SILSBEE. They fell way behind. In fact, almost all of our highlights last time were from the SILSBEE Tigers, only to see Nederland win in overtime. You got to wonder if it's just a second-half team. Monty Barrow's working some magic.
Absolutely is, and yeah, the clutch factor is what I should say. I mean, that was one of my talking points before the game too. It's like they've had some close games this year. They've won them. They won an overtime game against SILSBEE, like you said. So it felt like if it gets to the second half, crucial moments, they were going to come up clutch, and the defense is really what did.
Certainly did, and with that, it's time for another break, and it's one of our favorite things to do all week. I'm gonna hand it over to you.
You're about to get jacked up. It's the hit of the week. We'll go to it right now. Beaumont United and Baytown was the game, and it was this punt. Beaumont United sending it down deep, and Davon Walker coming up for the clothesline.
Yikes,
Massive hit to lay out the defender there. And I mean, special teams wins football games. This is going to get you an extra possession. Huge hit again. We see it there in slow motion.
So 409 Sports Hit of the Week.
Hit of the week right there.
And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. James Grant, he's standing by out there in Kuntz. Got a great game tonight. Newton putting it on those Lions. James, what do you got there from Lions Stadium?
Yeah, guys, you know what? Kuntz lost a tough one tonight to Newton, 44-3. We all know how good that Eagles team is. And after the game, now the newest member of the Houston Texans, former Kuntz Lion, Graylin Arnold, was hanging around. I got to interview him afterwards and asked him about facing adversity just like the Lions did tonight and how they rebound from that moving forward.
Success, adversity come with it. You know, that's a part of the game. And any opportunity is a blessing. So, you know, you always got to take the good with the bad, you know, and just got to roll with it, you know. At the end of the day, keep your head first, head down, keep grinding, you know, and God gonna take care of everything else.
Yeah, and you know what? Tonight, it was really tough tonight for that KOUNTZE defense. They were really on their heels all night. That two-headed rushing attack for Newton, Jaden Hunter, and, of course, DeAnthony Gatson. I'm sure you've heard his name before. Well, they combined for multiple touchdowns on the ground tonight and really set the tone in this game. Newton jumped out to an early lead. KOUNTZE had a few miscues, some high snaps, a block punt, a fumble here and there, and that really kind of set them back behind the 8-ball. But you know what? I got to say that Newton team is special. They really dominate with their size, with their speed. One of the best teams in the state in their classification, and really they were just showing out tonight here in KOUNTZE. But I got to tell you, KOUNTZE, that's a scrappy bunch. They lost their senior leader tonight, Zach Payne. He went out with an injury in the first half, and it was tough to recover from that. But they did fight till the very end, and it's just tough, like I said, slowing down that two-headed rushing attack, Jaden Hunter and DeAnthony Gatson for Newton. That's a team that really could go and win state. So great game tonight if you're a Newton Eagles fan, and KOUNTZE will look to rebound, of course, next week.
I appreciate it, James, and appreciate you, Graylin Arnold. Always great to see one of our locals who's still in the NFL right now. He's with the Eagles last year, playing with the Texans. Great for him to have a word about his KOUNTZE Lions tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, I got to show some love to James, too. You mentioned the golf tournament. He was pumping 350-yard drives earlier. Now he's pumping out content for us on the 409 Sports Blitz. So great
Gotta
stuff,
love
James.
it. You know what we also love? The 409 Sports Blitz Play of the Week.
The Play of the Week, brought to you by 5 Point Credit Union.
And the Play of the Week comes from Coleman Hill last night. How about Reed Best? His screenplays going to Tristan Horton, who does the rest. Not one spin move, 2 spin moves, and he's into the end zone.
Wow.
Gotta love it. It's video game moves all night long. That is the 409 Sports Blitz Play of the Week. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. Week 5 has been another exciting one. District is underway, so it really means more than ever to get those wins.
It's been a doozy. You can feel the heat in the kitchen starting to rise.
You can. You can actually feel the cool temperatures, though. Thank you,
That's a
Patrick
good
Vaughn.
point.
Now, it's time to take a peek at Week 6. There are a few districts that are off next week, and a lot of our schools are hitting the road for the Houston area. Not a lot of local matchups, but here is one. Jasper in LCM. That is actually a game that was a makeup game, if you will. Both teams lost an opponent due to COVID situations, not on their ends, but they decided, hey, let's play a game.
Could get my vote for Game of the Week.
I'm just saying that's going to be up there. Also, how about Bridge City, the Cardinals? They're going to try to bounce back, and they have their district opener taking on the Hampshire Finette Longhorns. How about Hampshire, though? They hung with West Orange before falling 24-8.
Yeah, they've been an impressive team this year for sure. Liberty and SILSBEE, that'll be a good matchup. Kirbyville and Woodville, go ahead.
That's another one, yeah. And how about SILSBEE dropping that tight game
Adversity.
to Orangefield? All of a sudden, you're like, hey, those Orangefield Bobcats, they're a team to watch. Also, 9-5A Division I, a couple of interesting matchups. Beaumont United, you got to believe they're going to have a breakthrough.
Yeah.
I really thought it was going to be this Thursday. They got to get the offense going. The defense is there. They have a chance to get a win against Galveston Ball, but the Golden Tours are not going to just give it to them. And also, Port Arthur Memorial, they should be a huge favorite against Goose Creek Memorial. I don't see anybody in that district stopping the Titans.
They are cool, calm, and collected on the sidelines. They're just having fun at the game I was at tonight.
And how about the Mid-County foes? P&G, they'll try to bounce back next week against another purple-clad team. They'll head down Highway 90 to take on the Dayton Broncos. And the Santa Fe Indians are next up for the Nederland Bulldogs. It's back-to-back Indians for the Bulldogs. They'll be hosting Santa Fe next week. Those are the green and gold variety. Just teach you about some of the teams in the year.
history here coming through.
Well, you know what? We have quite a treat for you, band parents of Nederland. The video went through.
It's here.
So we're going to say goodnight with the 409 Sports Blitz Band of the Week. It's the Golden Pride of the Golden Triangle, the Nederland Bulldog Band.